Okay, we're gonna carry on. Now, why Dong? I need you to listen, okay?
His friend ran to him and ran to grab the ball. Ouch! As soon as Tom grabbed the ball, he screamed and dropped the ball on the ground.
Pyong-an?
He grabbed his right wrist and fell to his knees.
He grabbed his right wrist and fell to his knees. Pyong-an? What did Tom injure? Injure means hurt.
Tom is I think it's A.
He grabbed his right wrist.
C.
Grabbed his right wrist.
It ran to grab the ball.
Listen.
Ouch! As soon as Tom grabbed the ball, he screamed and dropped the ball on the ground. He grabbed his right wrist and fell to his knees. His friend ran to him. What happened? Are you okay? Henry came and asked. I don't know. My wrist hurts so bad, Tom moaned. Let's get you to the nurse's office, said Henry, helping Tom to stand up. The nurse carefully examined Tom's wrist. I don't think your wrist is broken, but you certainly have sprained your wrist. I'm going to put a bandage around your wrist to compress it. You must go see a doctor with your mom, the nurse said. Later that day, Tom went to see his family doctor with his mom. The doctor took an X-ray of Tom's right wrist and said, the nurse was right. Your bone is okay, but I'm going to put a cast on your wrist. After Tom got home, he realized how difficult it was not being able to use his right arm. I can't do anything because of my wrist. I can neither lift a spoon at dinner nor write things.
Oopsie. What did the doctor do, Mantran?
Is letter B.
He checks Tom's wrist. Yes, very good. Okay. Okay, Wai Dong and Pyong-an, keep on listening.
I can't do anything because of my wrist. I can neither lift a spoon at dinner nor write things down in my notebook. My wrist feels itchy and the cast is very uncomfortable, groaned Tom. I'm going to be more careful when playing sports from now on.
Okay, Pyong-an, what happened after Tom got a cast around his wrist? He couldn't sleep, he couldn't move his left wrist, or he felt uncomfortable.
I think it's C.
He felt uncomfortable, yes. He felt uncomfortable. Okay. Keep on listening, Wai Dong.
I never knew I used my right arm this much.
After school, to Henry on the left arm.
B5.
What did the doctor do? He got a cast around his hole. Go on to the next page.
Listen to a story about Max and Helena.
Max and Helena are sightseeing in the city of New Orleans. Max, do you want to try the city tour bus? It's called the Hop On and Hop Off.
Wai Dong?
Just hop on and off at any bus stop shown on this map, said Helena.
Listen.
That sounds like a good idea. Where can we get tickets? Asked Max. Let's go to the Tourist Information Center, said Helena. Max and Helena bought 2 tickets for the tour bus and walked out of the...
Okay. Wai Dong, what did Helena and Max decide to try?
Letter C, letter B.
Yes, a city tour bus. Pyong-an, why did Helena and Max go to the information center?
I think is A.
Let's listen.
Information, Dia. Where can we get tickets? Asked Max.
Tickets.
Let's go to the Tourist Information Center, said Helena.
Try again.
Max and Helena bought 2 tickets for the tour bus and walked out.
They bought 2 tickets and they walked out of the information center. Where can we get tickets? At the information center. When Phương Án
C.
get bus tickets.
The center. Now, where do you want to go first? Asked Max. I heard that there is a famous cafe in the French Quarter that sells the best beignets. I want to try them, said Helena. What are beignets? Asked Max. Beignets, square pieces of fried dough that are covered with powdered sugar, said Helena. That sounds yummy. Let's see.
Okay. Number 29, Minh Tran.
Is letter A.
Pieces of fried dough.
The French Quarter is bus stop number 4, and we are at Canal
Phương
Street,
Án,
which is number 2.
listen.
Let's get on the tour bus here and go 2 more stops. And we can try beignets, explained Max. Sounds great. Look, there's the city tour bus coming. Let's hop on, said Helena. Max and Helena enjoyed riding the city tour bus. They had a fun time hopping on and off around the city of New Orleans. They tried beignets, took a photo in front of a beautiful garden, and visited St. Louis Cemetery. I think using the city tour bus was a good choice.
Phương
It
Án,
was
number
easy,
30.
cheap, and safe.
What did
Said
Helena and Max
on the
do?
way back to the hotel.
Phương Án, what did they do? Did they take photos? Did they go to a museum or did they go to a concert?
I think is museum.
No, you're not listening.
Using the
Up.
They tried beignets, took a photo in front of a beautiful
They tried beignets and took a photo in front of a beautiful
garden and
garden. They tried beignets, took a photo in front of a beautiful garden. You're not listening.
It's St. Louis Cemetery.
And
I
visited
think using the
the
city tour bus was a
cemetery.
good choice. It was easy.
Okay, Phương Án.
A.
Yes, you're not listening. You need to listen from the beginning, okay? Took
Yes.
photos.
Cheap and safe.
B. Why did Helena long thin lobes? What did Helena and Max do?
Go on to the next page.
Listen to a teacher giving a science lesson.
Okay, class. Today, I want to talk to you about the solar system. Solar means of the sun. So the solar system is about the
Why, Dong? What does solar mean?
A.
Why, Dong? You are not concentrating. You are not looking. Minh Tran is looking at the screen and listening all the time. You and Pyong-an aren't looking. No, Why Dong? You are not going to guess. You need to look at the screen and listen all the time. You don't look down. If you look down, you're not going to see it. I'm going to tell your teacher, concentrate. Why Dong and Pyong-an, I want your eyes on the screen all the time. And you need to listen, like Tran is listening. Let's listen again, Why Dong?
Today, go on to the next page.
Look and listen.
Listen to a teacher giving a science lesson.
Okay, class. Today, I want to talk to you about the solar system. Solar means of the sun. So the solar...
Why Dong? What does solar mean?
Letter B.
Yes, good, because you are looking and listening. You're going to look all the time now. No looking down.
System is about the sun and other planets that go around it. We live on a planet called Earth. Let us name some other planets. There are Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The sun is the brightest and biggest object in our solar system, and it is at the center of the solar system. Planets orbit the sun. This means that they move in a circular path around the sun. Each planet takes a different amount of time to orbit the sun. For example, Mercury takes only 88 days to orbit the sun, whereas Neptune takes about 165 years to orbit it. Why is there a huge difference in time? That's because some planets are closer to the sun than others, so they need less time to travel around the sun. The closest planet to the sun is Mercury. Here are some
Pyong-an, what is the closest planet to the sun?
I think I think A.
It's Mercury.
facts about the planets in the solar system.
Listen.
Venus is the hottest planet. Earth has water and air. Mars has 2 moons. And Jupiter is the largest planet.
Okay. Which planet is the largest planet? Why Dong? The biggest planet.
I don't listen.
Why? You need to listen.
Planet to the sun is Mercury. Here are some interesting facts about the planets in the solar system. Venus is the hottest planet. Earth has water and air. Mars has 2 moons. And Jupiter is the largest planet.
Which one is the largest planet? Why Dong?
Letter A.
Mars has 2 moons. Tran?
Or is letter C.
Yes, Jupiter is the largest planet. Jupiter is the largest planet. That means it's the biggest planet.
Saturn and Uranus have rings around
Number 31.
Earth. Mercury. B. Neptune. Which planet is the largest? Go on to the next page.
Listen to a teacher in a classroom.
Have you ever gotten a stomachache after you ate some food that was past its expiration date?
Listen.
Food poisoning happens when you eat food or drink water that contains bacteria, parasites, viruses, or toxins. You could eat contaminated food anywhere, such as at picnics, in school cafeterias, at restaurants, or even at home.
Hey, why Dong? What did the teacher talk about? Why Dong? What did the teacher talk about? Why Dong?
I don't listen.
Why aren't you
Because-
listening? Why don't? You need to listen. You are not concentrating. You are wasting
Because I
men's
love.
time. No, you're not listening. You are thinking other things. You need to listen attentively. You can't do that. Listen, why don't?
Contaminated water that was past its.
Listen to a teacher in a classroom.
Listen.
Have you ever gotten a stomachache after you ate some food that was past its expiration date? Food poisoning happens when you eat food or drink water that contains bacteria, parasites, viruses, or toxins.
What did the teacher talk about? Why don't?
Letter A.
Yes. Now keep on listening.
You could eat contaminated food anywhere, such as at picnics, in school cafeterias, at restaurants, or even at home. There are several ways people get food poisoning.
Listen.
First, bacteria can get inside an animal, and people may eat its meat. Second, people drink water that contains animal or human waste. Third, people may handle food unsafely at grocery stores, restaurants, and at home. Food poisoning may occur during cooking too. For example, not washing your hands when cooking, using dirty cooking utensils, or using food that was not stored at the right temperature can cause food poisoning. Eating raw food such as fish, meat, and eggs can cause food poisoning. The symptoms of food poisoning are stomachache, diarrhea, fever, headache, dizziness, and vomiting.
Okay. Number 35, Pyong-an. What is not a symptom of food poisoning? Having a stomach ache, vomiting, or dirty utensils?
I think C.
C, yes. Because a symptom is a sign. It's something you feel. You can't feel this. This is something you feel in your body, like vomiting and a stomach ache. Feel in your body. You can't feel the dirty utensils in your body.
If you are healthy, you will probably recover in a couple of days. However, it is best to tell your mom if you feel sick and go see a doctor right away. Some people might need to take some pills and get an extra health checkup at the hospital.
Number 34. What did the teacher talk about?
Mentran, number 36.
A. The causes of food poisoning.
Is letter
Viruses. C.
A.
How to cook meat.
Good.
Number 35. What is not a possible symptom of food poisoning? A. Having a stomach ache.
You see there? Not.
Feeling like vomiting. C. Using dirty cooking utensils.
Good.
Number
Okay.
36.
What are utensils? Who can tell me? Mentran, do you know the word utensils? What is utensils? So here's the word utensils.
Utensils. I don't know.
Pyong-an,
Yes.
what is utensils?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, utensils. Why don't? Do you know the word utensils?
Sorry, I don't know.
Okay, utensils are the things that you use to cook. It's the knife, it's the fork, it's the spoon. It's everything you use to cook your meal. That's utensils. Okay, let me show you quickly utensils. Okay. Those are utensils. It's all the things you use that you cook. It's almost like tools. You wait for it to open that. That's utensils. It's all the things you use to cook. Do you see? That's utensils. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sweeties, we're going to stop here. You did a very good job today. Well done. I'm going to see you next time, okay? I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.